Every village has one secret it prays never comes out. Nkop Nasieku just found theirs. For 11 months, no rain had touched Nkop Nasieku. The rivers had gone to memory. The cattle grew thin enough to count their ribs from across a field. Only one man stood between this village and disaster, Koitoi, the Rainmaker, the man whose rituals had never once failed to call the rains. For as long as anyone could remember, tonight was supposed to be the night everything changed. That afternoon, Saronka brought milk to his old teacher's hut, as he had every day since childhood. He found Koitoi sitting alone, staring at his ceremonial staff like it was a stranger's. His hands trembled slightly as he wrapped it in cloth, the same staff he'd carried openly for 30 years. "Is everything prepared for tonight?" Saronka asked. Koitoi didn't answer right away. "Some things," he finally said, "are prepared long before we understand why." Saronka laughed it off as an old man's riddle. He would think about that sentence every day for the rest of his life. By nightfall, the whole village had gathered at the ceremonial grounds. Fires were lit, songs were sung. Everyone waited for Koitoi to appear, staff in hand, to call down the rains as he always had. He never came. By midnight, whispers of concern turned into search parties carrying torches into the dark. They found him at dawn, at the edge of the sacred grove, the one place in the village no one entered without his blessing. He was gone, no wound, no struggle, just gone. Sadera, the senior elder, was the first to speak. "The ancestors have called him home," he announced, before anyone else could examine the scene too closely. "This is not a matter for questions." Most of the village accepted this. Grief does not always leave room for doubt. But Saronka noticed something Sadera hadn't. The ceremonial staff, the one wrapped so carefully in cloth the day before, was nowhere near the body at all. Saronka said nothing that morning. But that evening, he walked back to the sacred grove alone. Something forbidden for anyone without a blessing, let alone a mere herder. He searched every shadow, every patch of disturbed grass. Then he found it, a single footprint pressed deep into soft earth near the grove's entrance. Too large for any woman in the village, too fresh to belong to anyone who'd been searching that morning. Someone else had been there before the search party, someone who had not come forward. Saronka brought his suspicion to Naishorua, the only person he trusted enough to say it out loud. "I don't think the ancestors took him. I think someone helped." Naishorua didn't laugh. She'd noticed the same silence from Sadera, too calm, too quick to close the matter. The next morning, Saronka approached Sadera directly, choosing his words carefully. "Elder, should we not examine the grove more closely, for the ancestors' sake?" Sadera's expression didn't change, but his voice dropped low enough that only Saronka could hear it. "Some questions," he said, "have already cost more than you know. Let this one rest." That night, unable to let it go, Saronka slipped away to Koitoi's hut, the one place still untouched since his death. The door had been sealed with a rope, as tradition demanded for the dead. But when Saronka arrived, the rope was already cut. The hut had been searched. Ceremonial pouches lay emptied on the floor. Whatever Koitoi had been hiding, someone had gotten to it first. And carved into the doorframe, faint but unmistakable, was a symbol Saronka had never seen used in Nkop Nasieku before. Somewhere behind him, in the dark, a twig snapped. He was not alone.